Traffic. The time is, my God, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Look at all this traffic. Today is the 8th of January. This is not a holiday. And this is near working class Baltimore. All the working class folks are gonna get out of town the way they do in Washington, D.C. They're gonna go get out of town to their vacation homes. This is a working class city here. What are all these people doing out on the road at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, even on a Friday? I say what you're looking at here is, if you're able to see what I'm seeing, you're seeing a mixture of realities. It's an alternate reality. And I can guarantee you that the other people out here on this road, if they're even here, are not seeing what I'm seeing, okay? This traffic like this, I'm filming it. Now, I'm saying here, at my age, in my 70s, you're looking at an alternate reality here, okay? I grew up in this area. This is not traffic for 2 o'clock in the afternoon, even on a Friday, and especially in working class Baltimore. Maybe you say all those government workers are gonna get out of town to their vacation homes on a Friday. Not here, they're not. No, they're not. So, there you are. There's an alternate reality. You want to see one? There's one recorded on film for you. Incredible. I tried to film this heavy traffic. Look at this. Incredible. Look at all this traffic. I'm saying, what happened? World War III was announced, or aliens have invaded, like in that movie, War of the Worlds, right? And everybody's on the way out of here because they heard that there's going to be an attack on this area. So everybody's scrambling to get in their cars, get the hell out. Is that what's happening? I cannot believe this. This is an alternate reality, folks, that recorded for you on video. Here it is. It's this time. You're going to tell me that in the working class Baltimore area around Glen Burnie, everybody's going to get out of town on a Friday to their vacation homes, huh? That is not going to happen. They don't have a vacation home, and their boss is not going to let them out early to go wherever the hell they want to go. Okay, this is an alternate reality you're looking at. Incredible. Brainstorm a little the way they do up at Harvard Business School, but I don't want to be at Harvard Business School. Okay? Here's my brainstorm. You see this helmet I'm wearing here? It's a construction worker's helmet. I'm saying that by wearing this helmet, what happens around this time of day usually in construction? Workers get off around 2:30. Why? They start around 7 o'clock a.m. So by wearing this helmet, the way I am, in the odd way I'm doing, I don't have a job in construction, and I'm not wearing this because I'm doing anything that normally people would think a person would do to have a helmet like this on, okay? And that's why I'm seeing this crazy reality. This helmet has brought this to my eyes. That's what's done it. Now, there's my brainstorming. Whether that's true or not, I'm not sure. I'd have to experiment and watch and wait this out to see whether that's true or not. But I think it is true. I think that's why I'm looking at the picture I'm looking at. I think that's why. I gotta go on filming here. Look at this traffic. This cannot be real. What I'm saying is, the real world explanation for this traffic, it's not going to work. There should not be traffic like this at this time of day in this part of the world. There simply should not. There should not. What you're looking at there is an alternate reality. I'm guaranteeing it. I'm guaranteeing it. I don't know how you test this. It's going to take some thought. But this traffic here, this is not real. This is not real. In terms of real world explanations of what should be going on this place of the world at this time of day, okay? Real world explanations for all this traffic, they're not going to work. Hey, let's say I'm being followed by secret police, right? And I'm supposed to be full out crazy, right? So the secret police are driving along behind me or however they're driving, maybe ahead of me, maybe to the side of me, and they're not seeing any traffic at all like I'm seeing. So this is confirmation that their boss is telling them, this guy's a schizophrenic. He sees things, so on. He's crazy as a hoot owl. So they're tuned. They got bugs in my car, and they're listening in and saying, listen to this guy. He's talking about there's all this traffic. We don't see it. There's no such traffic at all. What the hell is he talking about? It's crazy guy. Crazy guy's at it again. Okay? Now, let me stop for a minute. Dissociated thought, okay? I go to this doctor. I forget what they're called. They're gonna look at your urinary tract and have you pee, and they're gonna time how long it takes you to pee, and they're gonna tell you, did you empty your bladder? How long did it take you? Do you have a problem with your prostate or not, right? So I go to this doctor, that kind of doctor, and he's telling me, he's like looking at me in a baffled way. He said, you completely emptied your bladder, and you have your stream is fine, you peed in there. And he's telling me essentially, I don't have any problem at all. Okay, what am I doing there? Okay, well, what am I doing there at that time was, this microwave weapon was swelling up my prostate at home when I was trying to pee, and I had a problem. Then I go to the doctor and he doesn't see anything. Confirmation what? That I'm crazy, right? And this is the same kind of thing was happening with my lungs and my stomach, right? Well, they're saying, you're having a problem with your lungs, huh? So I go to this one Asian doctor who sees my wife, okay? My wife has had major lung problems. She had tuberculosis, she almost died of it. So she has scarring in her lungs and so on. So I take her to this doctor, and then I go to see him. He's like baffled, what are you doing here? So I say, supposed to have lung problems. So he x-rays my chest in his office. I come back to him and he says, I don't see any damage from asthma at all in your lungs. You're telling you got asthma? I don't see it. So, once again, the microwave weapon is on me, causing me to cough. I go to the doctor doesn't see anything there at all. What does he see? Crazy guy is here again with another complaint that shows that what? He's crazy, okay? And this is what's been happening to me for over 40 years. Got this designation on me that I'm crazy. A medical doctor who was sexually abusing me in his house in secret while I'm growing up in a way that I didn't even know he was doing. It took me a lifetime to figure out. This is the man that you were listening to when you just designated me as crazy for life, okay? I had no history of mental disease, as you often hear on the news. That's the way people in the news describe this kind of thing. Does the person have a history of this kind of illness? I had no history at all, and I was described as dangerous. Find anybody worldwide who's ever had danger with me in any way, physically or verbally, that I've threatened anybody or been in any kind of altercation. Worldwide, find that person that'll tell you I'm crazy. Now, what's the other measure here? That I'm a danger to myself, meaning I must have tried to commit suicide or talked about it plenty. Because you're not going to say somebody is suffering from a lifelong illness if they say one time in their life, hey, I was thinking about killing myself. Suddenly, even to say that you have a lifelong illness, huh? It's incurable. I don't think so. So, find anybody anywhere in the world who's going to tell you I ever tried to commit suicide or talked about it. Find that person. You're not going to find that. So, this man who was doing what? He springs this completely illegal arrest and incarceration on me based on lies that are believed flat out by your professionals in that quackery that I'm calling it. And my life is wrecked forever afterward. I'm from forever onward a danger to everybody, and this is absolutely absurd. It's absurd, and yet my life has been wrecked by it. I'm screaming here in my 70s against the injustice that I've suffered. There's this many construction workers that everybody gets off at 2:30 in the afternoon in this area of Washington, D.C. Because how could all these people be off work at 2:30 in the afternoon? Boss letting them go early. They're going to get out of town. I don't see how that's possible. Okay, it's 2:30 in the afternoon on a Friday, right? But the boss doesn't let everybody out early to go to their vacation homes. All the government workers have vacation homes, yes? Since when? Look at all this traffic. There's lots of unemployment in D.C., and none of these people have jobs. Is that it? Look at this. None of them have jobs, and they're out looking for work. Is that it? This is not a holiday, folks. And it's 2:30 in the afternoon. What are all those cars doing out on the road? I want to know. You got an answer like, that's because of this, Albert. I don't know about that. Change of shifts. It's 2:30, and does it change of shifts? Since when? I don't get this. Where is all this traffic coming from? I'm not getting this. I'm just not. I'm saying that the person I'm calling Bishuasi, she's real. In other words, she's not lying somehow. She's not trying to deceive me. It's been over 3 years that I've been trying to get in touch with her. And I'm saying right now that she is as motivated to get in touch with me as I am to get in touch with her. And that if she hasn't done it by now, she's got a good reason. I can say that for a number of reasons. One is she's the one who called out to me. I did not select her as a possible companion. I didn't. And I wouldn't have in billions of light years. I simply wouldn't have. After the experiences I've had in this area, I never would have done that. I responded to her call, and I must say that the call she made to me in sign language, not once but repeatedly, while she was giving reports on TV before a potential audience of millions, these were dramatic calls to me in sign language, and I have them on camera, so I can show these to people who know sign language, and they will confirm 100% my interpretations of these signs. My initials have been spelled out, and the signs she's used have communicated clear messages. So I'm not wrong in the way I've responded, because as I watch this person, I absolutely fell in love with her. I didn't have to. I watched and I watched over months, and the more I watched, the more I